Hello everyone. In this session, we will see one example of how we can work with local storage. So first of all, we are going to make a registration page, and then the user can register himself or herself with the username and password, and later on the user can log in with the same username and password. And this thing will be done without any help of database. That means the data will be done by storing it locally in the web browser. And in this example, I have also shown you how to validate the username and password, and how we can match both the passwords as well. So let's start this example. I will first show you the output screen so that you will have a better view of what we are going to make here in this example. Here you can see that in this example we have two screens. One is create an account. Here we have a name and password and a confirm password, and then after the registration is done, in the same window only we have another one where we will sign in the user. So first task is to make these two screens, these two designs. So let's see how we can make it. It's a very easy process. We need to have two forms here, you can understand, because there are two things. So in the first form, I have given it a name, given it an ID, form 1, and the name is sign up. So the first one, you can see this is the sign up form. In the sign up form, we have on submit, and in the on submit we will check the password. So let's start with what is there inside. First we have a table. In the table we have a tr, and this th is having the create an account. So this is the th, create an account. And later on we have the tr. In this tr we will have the name. So this is the name td here, this is the name, and then we have the input type text, which will hold the username. So we are giving it a name, username, and then on key up it will check the name, that the name is proper or not. Means here if I write 1 2 3, it will say that please enter only alphabets. So it will check. So if you want to check like this, when you type, you need to use on key up. I will show you the JavaScript later. First let's see this part. Next we have done the same for the password, which is input type password. As you already know, if you write input type password, the password will be dotted, so it will not show the password. And here if you change it to input type text, and then if I do it again, you can see the password. So that is not right. So we have to make input type password so that the password will not be visible. Now you can see it again. It's not, sorry, let's refresh this page. So it's not visible. And then we have a confirm password. This password is a required field. The username is also a required field, and the confirm password is also a required field. That means the user must enter all these three, and then the user will go for the submit button and the user will be registered. Now let's look into this JavaScript. Check password, and the second one, check name. The check name will check that whether you are entering proper alphabets or not. So it will check it with this help of regular expression, with the help of this regular expression, where it should be between small a to capital, small a to small z, and capital A to capital Z. And if it is not null, then only it will work. So if it is null, if there is no value, then it will tell you that please enter only alphabets, and it will make a focus on the elements. Same way for the password we have a check. Now let's see what is the check for the password. In the password, for example, I enter 1 2 3. When I go for the confirmation, I enter 1 2 3 4. So what will happen? Okay, first this is a required field, so please fill in this field. So I can give it my name here, Pritam. Okay, and then I'm giving this password and trying to register. Now you can see that both the passwords are different. So this is 1 2 3 and this is 1 2 3 4. So it is telling us passwords entered do not match. So this is an error which is coming from this JavaScript function. Let's observe what is happening. We are picking up the value of the password if it is not equal to the second password. So the form1, this is the form name, dot the pass1 dot value not equal form1 dot pass2 dot value. If they are not equal, we will say password entered doesn't match. Else, if everything is fine, the username is fine, I will enter my name, or I can give it NIIT. Then I give it a password 1234 and I give it same password 1234. So if everything is fine, then it will store the data, the user ID and the password locally with the help of local storage.userid and local storage.password. Now let's see how it can do it. Click on register, and now this is registered with the help of this function, this part. Now this is registered. Now we have a registered user called NIIT which can sign in now. NIIT and the password is 1234. You can see it came automatically. Let's look at the code for the login, the HTML code first. So this is the second form, ID is form 2 and the name is sign in. Here we have on key up it will check the name, and then on change it will do the login. Let's look into the JavaScript. We have already seen the check name, and the second one we now have to see is the login. In the login, what will happen if the form2.username1.value is equal to the value that we have in the local storage for the user ID, then we need to check the password. If the form2.pass3, that is the password value, is equal to the local storage.password value, then it is fine. So what will happen then? Then we will work with the submit, on submit function. In the on submit event, we are calling the on submit function. What will happen here? If form2.username.value not equal blank and the local storage password is matching this password, then we will give an alert signed in. So let's sign in. So this is the alert coming in from here. Or else if the password is wrong, for example I give NIIT and the password is something else, so it will show passwords doesn't match. So this is how we can work with this program. Thanks for listening. So I hope this example will help you to make some more examples like this by your own, and you must learn this HTML, JavaScript and CSS by doing more and more examples by yourself. So I wish you a happy learning, and I wish you all the best for learning HTML, CSS and JavaScript. Enjoy your learning. See you in class.